When the lady of the house has a peculiar taste, what should you consider when buying a women's timepiece? Let's take a look at a few suggestions and explore a few variables when it comes to buying women's watches. Perhaps the career woman has no time to wind a movement each morning and needs something that's ready to wear. In this case, a quartz movement would be preferred. Let's start at the entry level. Forget those fashion department store brands. Find yourself a decent quartz watch with a Swiss movement, let's say Sterling Original. Not too flashy, yet elegant. This example has an olive green, plush style with neatly placed stones and a rose gold case. They do offer a great quantity of Swiss quartz watches for women that I've known to be reliable. It's hard to beat a lady's Longines, whether a modern or vintage piece. The long-standing brand has a history of precision and quality. Whether it's a solid or a gold-filled piece, the watches are beautifully eye-catching and have reliability that will last a lifetime. Excellent vintage examples can be found for less than $400. I've always been a big fan of Longines, and I know their watches can hold their own compared to other Swiss brands out there. Speaking of vintage, let's get into Hamilton. Vintage Hamiltons offer tremendous value and are unique in their designs. Hamilton is another brand that's gained popularity in the 1930s and 1940s. I'd say many of their designs are exotic today, and I don't think you can go wrong with one. Also keep in mind that many of men's vintage Hamiltons are now the size suitable for women these days. Hamilton watches won't break the bank either. I consider them entry-level into Swiss craftsmanship, and there are no lack of beautiful vintage models that can be found. Now let's get into the women's watch among women's watches, the Cartier. Whether it's a Cartier tank or a sportier piece such as this one, an elegant Cartier can be found for less than what you may think on the second-hand market. Of course, you're getting a watch not just known for its quality, but of history of quality and horologically relevant. They're offered in quartz movements or manual movements. In my opinion, most of their models fit an everyday timepiece, but there are those that can be worn for special occasions, depending on whether or not they are made out of precious metals. There is no doubt that modern-day Cartiers, or any Swiss brand for that matter, are beautiful. But in my opinion, buy a vintage piece. Buy something that has significance and a story to tell. When your significant other shows off the watch, you want people to see more than a brand name and the price tag that comes with it. Unless if that is your goal, because it is, after all, a reflection of you. And I think it would be better to show that you are a person of peculiar taste and someone who took the time to seek out that one-of-a-kind piece for that special lady in your life. So while purses wear out and makeup runs out, let that fine timepiece be a remembrance of you and a testament for how much you care.